Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to New Life Ministries on a Sunday, May 30th. We did something interesting on Friday. One of the individuals that comes every the Friday free dinners, they asked for allowance to come in a little bit early so that they could deliver meals. So we kind of had the kitchen closed off and the doors closed off. Before the meal even began, 18 dinners went out to various families and everything else. And when they returned later, they told us that they could have done another 20 because of the number of people that were showing up and stuff. So the Friday night dinner is becoming an important thing that we are a part of. So anybody who wants to be a part of, directly involved with it, please come. Part of that includes just filling up the plates. Part of it involves the movement of people, equipment, stuff like that. And part of it is just putting our hand on each other and praying for each other. Friday night dinner, when the students come back, we're going to have to do it outside. We're going to have the barbecue grill going outside, the smoke going, and people walking up. It's going to change everything. So this little church that doesn't seem to, have enough room, we do have enough room. We just maybe don't have enough people. So I need more people to help out. The other part, we need people to meet folks at the front door. So you know that the cross is coming and the cross will be outside the building. We will be recognized. One of the things that's kind of cool, one day, drive through town at 8 o'clock in the morning and take a look at the different churches that are around. And most of the churches at 8 o'clock in the morning are empty. There's no cars in the parking lot or whatever. This one, it's even less noticed. We're the old police department. People don't necessarily know that we're a church. You put a cross out in front of it and that changes. Next, we have to fill up the parking lot. Next, we have to be here. So it's one of those things that we need a greeter outside. We need somebody outside. It would be nice to have flowers. The flags got put out. We have, let's be engaged in spreading who we are out to the public. Announcements. Sunday school, 9 o'clock in the morning in the brick room. The other thing that's beginning, and we had a short worship practice, 9 o'clock. Live worship is going to begin. So we met 9 o'clock this morning, had a practice. We don't like each other. That's a lie. We're still anxious. The funny part is we're anxious because we want to be good. We want to be, just be God's kids. 10 o'clock worship service. That's where we are now. 6:30 intercup. And tonight, the lesson is, do unto others as you would have God do unto you. And it's an interesting subject. It's an interesting idea. There's this idea that, well, if I just do enough, I'll get by. We're supposed to do better than that. So come join us tonight if you're interested in that subject. Tuesday, women's Bible study at 10 o'clock. Where's it at? Here. 10 o'clock here, women's Bible study. 7 o'clock that night, Bible study, Ephesians in the brick room. Also 7 o'clock Tuesday night, Celebrate Recovery over at Cultivate. Wednesday morning, 10 o'clock, men's Bible study here in the worship center. Thursday, men's Bible study, 6 o'clock in the brick room with Dawn on Proverbs. There's June 13th, so 2 Sundays from now, congregational meeting, and that'll include electing a worship leader and just conversations. We're coming out of COVID. We're coming into a different time. This thing, the plexiglass coming down, people singing up front. This week I will get the chairs out, so there'll be a section of three per row, a section of 7 per row, and a section of 5 per row. It's what we had before. You just may not remember.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Things are changing. So in that thought, there's a congregational meeting coming up. Trying to think, there's nothing outstanding. So Tuesday, I'm going to tell you one of my victories. Tuesday, 7 o'clock in the morning, I get my teeth back. And it's one of those things where I've waited a long time. I've been lisping for 2 years, and I don't like lisping.
We're gonna think you're someone else.
Yes, I'm going to, so think there's stuff going on. Zeb, I went to Guthrie Park last night. Guthrie Park is just outside of Dallas, and it's an open worship for anybody. It seems to be focused on, people think it's focused on youth and everything else. The one blessing about going to Guthrie Park is you get to see the limits or the lack of limits in worship. You get to see how free you can be and how loud you can be and how expressive you can be in worship. If you ever are interested in going, my car will hold 5 people. And I'll take you out there and we can leave early if it's too much or anything else. But if you want to see a full expression of worship without restriction, without fear, come join me the last Saturday of the month, Guthrie Park. So that'll be my last announcement. Now I'm looking around for Marion and I don't see him.
He was here a minute ago.
Okay, maybe I'll do.
Do you want to do prayer?
I'll do prayer.
Okay.
Okay. Here, I'm turning.